Whoa, welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, your host with the most, but humble. I do mean humble. D. Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here with episode 10 of My Two Cent. If you don't know what My Two Cent is about, I got 9 other episodes. I pulled something from last week that I probably haven't talked about or I have talked about. And I just go in depth, little personal, intimate conversation between me and you about a particular topic. That's all. I just like to talk about stuff from time to time. And I enjoy doing it with y'all. First and foremost, I want to thank y'all so very much. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this crazy journey. I don't have any name for the cult right now, but eventually I will. Much love. I thank y'all for just a little bit of time that you do consume this, and then you regurgitate it and let it go free. I'm happy for that. I'm truly happy for that, and I am in love with all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. And then after that, watch the show. Watch the entire show. It's not a lot of minutes this go around. If you like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you think that thumbs up is a little beneath you, but you want to do more, keep the thumbs up. Keep the thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the subscription. Okay, go ahead and do that. I love y'all for doing that so much. Then if that thumbs up and that subscription is a little bit less, but you do want to do more or whatnot, all you have to do is hit that notification bell, baby. That's all you gotta do. You do that. I sound like Boosie Collins. Go ahead and hit the notification bells. I do 5-core shows every single week. This is one of the shows that I do. One of my favorite shows that I do. Been doing this for 10 weeks straight. 10 weeks straight. I've not missed a week on My Two Cent. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Anyway, so the topic is, and I didn't really get a topic name, but the topic is why the WWE have so many pay-per-views. Apparently they have a pay-per-view per month. And they need to slow down on the pay-per-views. I truly think that that AEW is showing them the way, and they are kicking and screaming, trying to keep their own method. We've been so used to the WWE being the dominant force in wrestling, mainstream wrestling. How about that? For a very long time. And now you have this bald-headed stepchild named AEW who finally came out of the cocoon and now is truly just right there. They just right there. They're not there yet, but they're right there. We have to understand a couple of things or whatnot that AEW is doing that is great. One of those things that I particularly think that is really good is that they only have 4 pay-per-views. That's it. They have 4 pay-per-views. They have 4 pay-per-views. I know every single one of them. You got All In, All Out, Full Gear, and Revolution. That's it. No. All In, All Out, Double or Nothing. All In, All Out, Double or Nothing, and Full Gear. That's it. That's all they have. That's all they have is just 4 pay-per-views. I might be wrong. They might have 5. But they don't have that many pay-per-views or whatnot. And I know why they do it. It's so great how they do these pay-per-views or whatnot. And if they do a pay-per-view outside of those particular ones, what happens is that it's like AEW type thing, where they cross, where the AEW and New Japan or AEW and Impact, something to that to cater to more than just their fans. And it's crazy because they do so much catering that it allows a actual fan like myself to respect when these pay-per-views are coming, because even when they had, it's a lot of injuries all across the wrestling landscape. Even with all of the injuries that they have, believe it or not, Forbidden Door was still a great show. And that's crazy. Orange Cassidy and Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay, I'm sorry y'all, had a brain fart. Will Ospreay did a phenomenal job. When I tell you a phenomenal job, one of the matches of the year. That's how great this show was. And that's not even their top people. Here's the thing with WWE that I just cannot, it's just getting old real fast. We have now Money in the Bank coming up. If you look at the card is so bad. Truly, truly bad. If you look at last month's pay-per-view, which was Hell in a Cell, the card was so bad. So bad. Like, I'm not understanding, what the issue of you having to put a pay-per-view together or whatnot. The first thing that you need is a build to a match. You need a build. And you don't 3 weeks of build can be good if you put emphasis on the build, but the builds that they have are so bad, it makes no sense. You had a Riddle versus Roman Reigns. This was not even a pay-per-view. This was actually a match that they were supposed to have. They had Roman was checked out. We didn't see any of Roman at all because Roman's on a part-time schedule now. Riddle is on Raw. He's on SmackDown. He's promoting it. But without the tribal chief, without the reigning champion to inject some type of I'm the dominant person. None of it. He came, he saw, he won. Then we got Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar now is, again, the main event for a major program, which is SmackDown. SmackDown, which is SummerSlam. Make it make sense, you guys. I'm baffled that you have all of these people on your roster and you could have put nobody in that spot. Nobody in that spot to get them over. Not to win, but to get them over. The builds that they have are just truly crazy. Now, here's the thing. We got Money in the Bank. We got a build that I thought was okay. Was the Theory and Bobby Lashley. It was okay. But you have Bobby Lashley, a former world champion, going for a United States belt. Like, really? You just had the world belt. You just beat Omos. What is the point of you going for a U.S. belt? And on top of that, if you looked at the match between Omos and MVP at Hell in a Cell, which they were not in a Hell in a Cell, they were not in a cell. One of the fans had a world title belt. He grabbed the belt from the man and said, I want this belt. This is the belt I want. But he's going for the U.S. belt, which is pennies compared to the world belt. It makes no sense to me. On top of that, you have long pay-per-views that matches on your pay-per-views are so long. The card itself is long. You have matches that should not be on the card, that should be just a regular match. I'm a big fan of Madcap Moss and not Happy Corbin, but I'm a fan of Madcap Moss and Corbin. Huge fan of those two. Why are they on a pay-per-view? Those pay-per-views are supposed to be for big builds, big people, to end a feud or try to end a feud. The only two feuds I think that was great, that should have been on any of these matches, was the Omos and Bobby Lashley, of course, because that bit was really good. And of course, the Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. We understand those builds. Those builds are organically grown, and they've grown to a point where it was really just compelling when we seen these two in a match together at a pay-per-view. Now, these are caliber style matches that should have been on pay-per-view. But you have other matches that are just crazy, that make no sense whatsoever. Just head-blowing or whatnot. I love Mustafa Ali. I truly do. I don't know what the WWE is trying to do with Mustafa or Mustafa Ali, but that match between him and Theory should not have been on been on a pay-per-view. The build was bad. The build was truly bad. Come on. If you look at WrestleMania, you had your eyes glued onto WrestleMania. I know that it's a 2-day thing. The build, most of those matches should not have been on WrestleMania. It should have been a 1-day show. But what they want to do is they want to milk as much as they could, milk as much money as they could, because it was just that truly bad. Here's where I can say, this is my suggestion. Instead of 12 or 13, they have more than those, because they have the Crown Jewels. They got the Battle for the Castle. They have that little in between before WrestleMania. They have WrestleMania Backlash, which makes no fucking sense at all. Break them down. AEW is literally showing you the way to take care of what you want. They really are. I promise you they are. What they are doing, instead of pay-per-views, they're having like these brand shows, which are great. They just had Blood and Guts, this week. It's free, and you can enjoy it because it's an awesome type of experience where you don't need to be on Sundays. Every Sunday does not need to be, every Sunday a month does not have to be a pay-per-view. And AEW has shown that with just their actions. They are utilizing that card really good. The WWE has so many great people on the show. Utilize your people. I'm tired of seeing the exact same people on the same show. Copy and paste. I'm tired of seeing Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss. I'm tired of it. I love them both. They're both great performers. But you get tired of the copy and paste. I'm tired of seeing Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. Just tired of it. We've seen it numerous times. We've seen this crazy amount of times. Come on. Natalya versus Ronda Rousey? Are you sure you want to watch that? Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Are you sure you want to watch this? These two matches could be on a card of Raw, main event Raw, and main event SmackDown. These are not caliber type pay-per-view matches. Like, it's crazy to me that we're not seeing this, and why WWE is not seeing this, and why management's not seeing this, why the writers are not seeing this, why the producers aren't seeing this. I mean, I feel sorry for the fans. That's the number one thing I do feel sorry for, is the fans, because you have these diehard people that are WWE fans, and you have diehard fans that are AEW fans that think WWE is trash. I myself do not think either company is trash. Yes, most of my 2 cent episodes are truly about WWE. I have to look through them, but they're mostly about WWE. But I think it's I can do it because I'm a fan, and I can help. I can see the help that they're stuck in their ways, and I think that if you can sit down with somebody and talk to them, it's constructive criticism to me. And I respect Vince. I respect the writers. I respect everything over there. But it's just, you're stuck in your ways. And those stuck in your ways is going to get you number 2 and then eventually number 3 behind Impact. You gotta do better. You gotta do better. And I keep saying this, but it's the truth. You have to honestly do better with what you're doing with your product, because you got somebody literally right behind you in a track race. They're literally right behind you. And they're showing you what you should be doing. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Send it to anybody you want. Send it to the WWE. Send it to Vince McMahon. Send it to Bruce Pritchard. Send it to John Laurinaitis. I know he's probably chilling because, he's not working right now. Send it to Triple H. Send it to somebody that hears it or whatnot. But until then, you guys, thank you so much. Gotta get to work. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling.